It's the Bearded Minister again for another video, and this is part 2 of our relationship series. Um, Today we're going to talk about, uh, last time we talked about the baggage that we can bring into relationships, and what I call the baggage we can bring into relationships, and the amount of change that can come about with the baggage that we have from previous relationships into new ones and so on. Today we're going to talk about um, the way you can affect your relationship so that way it's both positive for you and your partner. Now, um, one thing you can do goes back to psychology. It's classic, what we call classic give and take. And it's simply based off the idea that if you want something done, then you do it um, with as minimal change as possible to the other person, to and then praise them for their behavior. um, so, for example, let's say you want to. We're just going to go with a married couple. Let's say my wife and I, and let's say I want to change something that I want her to do that affects me in a positive way. For example, I want her to greet me at the door every day. This seems like a irrational thing for our relationship because we don't do it. But let's say I want that. I want to do that, and that's something that we would like to start doing. So what I would do is I would come in one day and I would say to my wife that I would greatly appreciate and it'd make me feel a lot better if she came to the door every time I came home from work and gave me a hug. And let them know they only take a couple seconds of their time and that'll be it. So then we fast forward and go, let's say the next day, there's a little resistance, but she does do what I ask her. And then when she does that, I reward that behavior. I go, hey, thank you. I really appreciate it. Maybe I had a hard day at work and with teaching, and maybe that was genuinely what I needed. Then the next day, that happens again and again and again and again. And every time I see that the behavior that I want, I reward it. Now, this is psychology 101. Um, but we don't want to go to the extreme of manipulating our partner. That's not a good idea. That just creates a lot of negative feelings and not a great marriage or a great relationship for that matter. If you're dating someone or you're engaged to someone, it's not a good way to do that. But you can use this technique to do what you would like to do in everyday things. Now, for example, my wife would also would like to do this, and I'm sure she has, and I'm sure I have, without even noticing it. But what you do is you do that so that way you get more out of the relationship. For example, if you do this, you will have a more fulfilling relationship. It's the natural give and take that occurs in any partnership or any relationship. So this is just one way to build a stronger relationship. Now, another thing is date nights. This is the last topic we're going to discuss for now. And date nights. I see a lot of people going on date nights. A lot of my friends have kids now, and right now that just isn't in the cards for my wife and I. Even though I'm sure we will have our fair share of kids, but date nights. They send their kids off to their grandparents or friends, and they go on date nights. This is great because you do want some time alone with your significant other. If you or you just want date night to be where you and your partner just go out, where you turn off your life and you just relax, which a lot of people can tell you I probably need that. But it's good, but it's also bad at the same time. You don't want to be constantly choosing um, everything that you do for the date nights. What you want to be doing is you want to be um, taking turns. Maybe on the date night, maybe let's say you want to go for a dinner and a movie. Maybe you go you go and pick the restaurant that you go to, but then your partner or your spouse picks the movie. Or it can be as small as picking dessert. If you want to just go out for dinner, just picking the dessert. They pick the dessert, and then you do something as in return. So there's a way. Those are ways that you can build on your relationship using that give and take. Now, I connected it to date nights, which is something that you can do. But date nights are definitely a thing where you can find some time to shut off the rest of the world and just focus on you and your partner. So that's all I got for right now. If I missed anything, and you want me to talk about some more things, you're more than welcome to comment below or off to the side, and I'll be more than willing to answer anything you want. If you would like a shout out, or you would like me just to have any questions answered for you on the videos or the videos to come that don't have anything to do with beard products, go ahead and comment again. Comment below or off to the side. And if you want to have your name mentioned, to go ahead and just say, hey, use my name too. That's okay. And make sure you subscribe below to the channel and like this video. If I did something wrong, you don't think this is good advice, then give me a thumbs down. If you think this is a great advice and you use it in your relationship as well, give me a thumbs up. I value your feedback, I guess. I value your input. So until next time, have fun and make sure you make the most out of your relationships.
All those words that I can't ever find. You made this heart of gold melt right on